Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 21.8K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Guys, if you live in Pennsylvania, Bet365 just became active in Pennsylvania. So take advantage of that if you live in that area. They have a Bet5, get 150 in bonus bets. Also, you get 50 spins at the casino on a certain slot. There's like 3 slots you can pick from. But 50 spins and 150 in bonus bets, guys, for people that are in Pennsylvania. Take advantage in the description below, guys. Yeah, check out my other links as well. Good promos with FanDuel for anybody else. Bet5, get 200 in bonus bets. So take advantage, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today, starting with the Baltimore Orioles versus the Miami Marlins. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -175. The Marlins +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 60-39. The Marlins 35-65. Pitching for Baltimore is Albert Suarez with an ERA of 2.82. Pitching for the Marlins is Kyle Tyler with an ERA of 3.38. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tyler, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a Rangers loss. Miami, they're coming off a Mets loss. Baltimore 4-1 against Miami. So they've been good head-to-head here. And not much of a pitching advantage. Both pitchers giving up a couple runs here. But I think it could be a good series for Baltimore. Obviously against the struggling Marlins here. And I'm going to take Baltimore on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -140. Detroit +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 50-51. The Guardians 59-40. Pitching for the Guardians is Xavier Curry with an ERA of 5.19. Looking up who's pitching for Detroit here. Yeah, currently it's undecided as I'm recording, so we'll see what happens. So be sure to check that info when it does get released here. Curry really hasn't been that great on the mound with that 5.19 ERA. Definitely had better days. He's coming off a 0-run game, but he's given up 2, 6, 2. He's going to give up some runs here. That's pretty much what he does. But coming off a good game, though. But Detroit dominating one yesterday, 8-2 against Cleveland. Cleveland on a bad stretch, 3-game losing streak. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Been a real struggle for the Guardians here. Detroit 4-1 against Cleveland. I mean, they've been very good head-to-head here. We'll see who ends up pitching for Detroit. But I'm liking the plus money with Detroit. You're getting a struggling Cleveland team. Give me Detroit +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -180. The Cardinals +150 with the over-under at 7.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 52-48. The Pirates 51-49. Pitching for the Cardinals is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 4.39. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 1.90. Lynn, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 11 strikeouts. St. Louis losing to the Pirates yesterday, 2-1. Pirates playing very well. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Got Paul Skeens on the mound, which is love to bet the Pirates when Skeens is on the mound here. St. Louis just 3-8 on the road against Pittsburgh here. And yeah, I love Skeens on the mound. I mean, he's a strikeout machine. Been dominant. I'd say he's been the best pitcher in the league. That's just my opinion. he's just, man, he's just a difference maker. The crowd, the team just plays better around him, and he gets wins. I mean, man, 6-0 as a pitcher, that's no joke in this league here. And yeah, we're riding skeins here. We're taking the Pirates at home. Next matchup, we've got the San Diego Padres versus the Washington Nationals. Washington opening up as home favorites at -125. The Padres +105 with the over-under at 9.5. Padres coming into this matchup 52-50. The Nationals 47-53. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 4.57. Currently, it's undecided for the Nationals, so we'll see what ends up happening when that info is announced. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Padres on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Cleveland wins. They got Washington coming off a 3-game Cincinnati sweep, played very well in that series. Padres are 8-3 against Washington. I think they're great dogs today. I'm kind of hoping the line doesn't change. These are a nighttime game, so maybe we get some line movement. But man, them as underdogs today. We don't know who's pitching for the Nationals. Yeah, give me the Padres +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -165. The Mets +130 with the over-under at 9. Mets coming into this matchup 51-48. The Yankees 60-42. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA at 4.13. Pitching for the Yankees is Luis Gil with an ERA at 3.17. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. One of his worst starts is 2 games prior, he did not allow a run. So, yeah, just coming off a rough game. Coming off back-to-back 1-run games here. Mets coming off a Marlins win yesterday. And the Yankees coming off a Tampa Bay win. Still kind of been a rough stretch for the Yankees, I think. The Mets are 4-1 against the Yankees, so they've been good head-to-head here. Yankees 0-6 against the National League. Quintana has had very good games on the mound here, and I'm liking the plus money with the Mets. We've seen the Yankees, man, when they've been bigger favorites, they've just been in a letdown spot, and yeah, I'm going to take the Mets +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -160. The Rays +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Rays coming into this matchup 50-50. Toronto 45-54. Pitching for the Rays is Sean Armstrong with an ERA of 5.91. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 4.01. Armstrong, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. I mean, he's pretty good on the mound. I mean, he's only going to pitch a couple, like 1 to 2 innings, so it'll be a bullpen game for the Rays. And then Barrios, man, he's coming off a 5-4-5 game. He's been getting lit up. Didn't get any strikeouts last game. Man, he's given up 14 runs in 3 starts. Do not love Barrios on the mound. Rays coming off a Yankees loss, still had some nice wins in that Yankee series. You got Detroit coming off. Toronto coming off a Detroit win. Tampa Bay 4-1 on the road against Toronto, 6-3 against Toronto. Toronto, personally, they can't be trusted as big favorites. They have not played enough. They have not played well enough to deserve to be big favorites. And Barrios giving up about 5 runs a game during this stretch. I just can't trust him here, and I'll take the Rays +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -245. The Reds +200 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 48-53. The Braves 54-45. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA of 2.70. Currently, it's undecided for the Reds. Since it's all later games today, a couple undecideds, guys. So be sure to check that info when it does get released here. Braves are going to need Sale on the mound because disappointing game yesterday from the Braves, losing 4-1. Sale, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 1 to 2 runs a game here, so Sale been very solid. Definitely probably their best pitcher here. Yeah, nice win for the Reds yesterday. Braves, little 3-game losing streak, but they're in a good spot right here with Sale on the mound. So I'm running it back with Atlanta. They are 5-2 at home against the Reds here, so I think Sale can limit those runs here, and I'll take the Braves at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Minnesota Twins. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -150. The Twins +125 with the over-under at 8. Phillies coming into this matchup 63-37. The Twins 55-44. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.70. Pitching for the Twins is Simeon Woods Richardson with an ERA of 3.51. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Richardson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Phillies losing to Minnesota yesterday 7-2. Yeah, just 2-4 against Minnesota. I figured it'd be a good spot for the Twins, especially the underdogs at home. Both pitchers giving up about 2 runs here, but yeah, I don't know. Phillies right now, currently, them being bigger favorites, especially on the road, I'm not in love with. I like them if they're at home, but Twins, nice win yesterday. Give me Twins +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -130. The White Sox +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Chicago coming into this matchup 27-75. The Rangers 48-52. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 3.02. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 3.86. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The White Sox, they're on an 8-game losing streak, losing to the Rangers yesterday 4-3 in a tough loss for them. Rangers on a 2-game winning streak. The White Sox 0-5 against the Rangers. They're 0-6 on the road, 1-5 on the road against the Rangers. Wasn't pretty yesterday, but I just can't trust the White Sox, obviously. And if you've bet against the White Sox all season, you've done pretty good. That's what I'll continue to do. I'm probably never going to pick the White Sox unless the perfect matchup arises. Give me the Rangers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -120. The Brewers +100 with the over-under at 8. Brewers coming into this matchup 57-43. The Cubs 49-53. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA at 3.77. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA at 3.10. Rea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Brewers losing a tough one yesterday, 3-1. Cubs on a little 2-game winning streak that ended the Brewers' 3-game winning streak that they were on. They are 4-2 against the Cubs, though. They've still been good against the Cubs. Rea hasn't been bad. He's coming off a 7-run game, but had a 0 and 2-run game. His 2-run game was against the Cubs last time. So I think Brewers are good dogs today. Good underdogs today. It was a tough one yesterday. Couldn't really get anything going hitting wise, but I think they could bounce back today, and I'll take a shot with the Brewers +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Kansas City Royals. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -120. The Royals +100 with the over-under at 9.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 51-50. The Royals 56-45. Pitching for Arizona is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 5.62. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA of 4.52. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Arizona on a 2-game losing streak, getting beat bad yesterday by the Royals 10-4. Royals on a 4-game winning streak right now, playing very well. 6-3. They are 6-3 against the Royals here, but Royals, they played great at home, 5-1 at home during this stretch. And both pitchers give up some runs, but it seems kind of weird to me that the Royals, the odds switched up. I think they should be favorites at home, especially after yesterday. So yeah, getting plus money. We'll see if line changes throughout the day. That is possible, but getting plus money for the Royals today, to me, seems like a steal, especially after what we saw yesterday. I'll take Royals plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Boston Red Sox versus the Colorado Rockies. Boston opening up as road favorites at -160. The Rockies plus 130 with the over-under at 10.5. Boston coming into this matchup 53-46. The Rockies 37-64. Pitching for Boston is Cooper Criswell with an ERA of 3.88. Pitching for the Rockies is Ty Black with an ERA of 5.46. Criswell, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Black, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Boston losing to the Rockies yesterday, 9-8. They're on a 4-game losing streak. This is what I'm telling you, man. Rockies at home. Man, you just can't bet against the Rockies at home. I mean, sure, they've lost at home plenty of times, but they just play, when they're bigger underdogs at home, they play very good here, and they hit very well. That's what we saw yesterday. And Boston, they're on a struggling stretch. 1-5 on the road. Tough losing streak they're on. Not sure I want to take them as a big favorite again today. And Rockies hit very well yesterday. I'm still going to roll with the Rockies plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Houston Astros versus the Oakland Athletics. Houston opening up as road favorites at -130. Oakland plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Houston coming into this matchup 52-48. Oakland 40-62. Pitching for Houston is Jake Bloss with an ERA of 4.70. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido with an ERA of 3.44. Bloss, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Bido, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Houston, disappointing game yesterday, getting shut out by Oakland 4-0. We haven't really seen them shut out, really. So one thing I've noticed too with teams, when they coming off good teams, when they get shut out, they really do respond the next game. I've seen that with a lot of teams here. Houston is 7-2 against Oakland here. Yeah, both pitchers give up some runs, but yeah, I like the bounce back with Houston. Just a weird game yesterday, couldn't score. I'll take the Astros with the bounce back today on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -180. The Angels plus 150 with the over-under at 7. Angels coming into this matchup 43-57. Seattle 53-49. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Soriano with an ERA of 3.71. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.79. Soriano, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Angels beat Seattle yesterday 3-1. Kind of a disappointing game from Seattle. They're on a bad stretch right now. They are 1-6 in their last 7. For some reason, they really struggle against the Angels. I didn't think they were going to lose yesterday. The Angels 4-1 against Seattle. They've been good against them, and I'm not sure what it is, but Seattle doesn't play good against the Angels. Both pitchers give up some runs here, but them being big favorites, they just struggle against the Angels here. Feel like it could be a trap spot again. I think I gotta take the Angels plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -145. The Giants plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Giants coming into this matchup 48 and 53. The Dodgers 60 and 41. Pitching for the Giants is Jordan Hicks with an ERA at 3.79. Pitching for the Dodgers is Landon Knack with an ERA at 3.23. Hicks, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 11 runs on his last 3 starts here. Knack, he's coming off a 4-run game, but Knack's been very good on the mound for the Dodgers here in his other games prior. Giants losing to the Dodgers yesterday, 3-2. Dodgers on a nice little stretch right now, 4-game winning streak. They're playing well. Giants 0-6 on the road against the Dodgers, where they really struggle here. I do like Knack on the mound here. I have a feeling Hicks could get lit up today. Give me the Dodgers at home in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday, guys. Be sure if you're in Pennsylvania, go ahead and sign up with Bet365, guys. Take advantage of those new promos for the state launch. And yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.